exciting one tonight because we have two people who are very fine musicians and they're actually opposite ends of the spectrum, and I'm not going to be analytical here. One of our guests is really one of the great wits in American popular music, and a tremendous innovator, and possibly a madman, although I don't know him. Frank Zappa. And our other guest is certainly a mad woman who I do know, and who has come to a kind of great distance in a very young life. Some interesting background and so forth, that she can sing rock and roll, and that is Kenny Raven. No, Raven. No, wait a minute. I promised her that I would clarify that it is not Raven, but it's Raven, more or less like the bird, but it's an A-N and it's complicated. So say it together now. Raven. You didn't say Raven in the third row. You see, I hate making the audience work like that. We'll be back plus with Dennis Elfrist from WNEWF in New York, who's going to do our top 20, what do we call it? The review. Top 20 review of albums, right? Okay. And Perry Como used to do that, didn't he?
Well, he got letters.
Oh, no, the letters. We get letters. We're going to do the top 20. We may do the bottom 20 review. We'll do middle 10 review. We may choose different numbers, like a sort of middle 7 review. We may switch it around, but we're going to do all these things and more. So stay tuned around in America. We'll be right back after this word from Budweiser. My first guest is a very talented and creative man who is an innovator in many ways, and that's, of course, the serious analytical part. But will you welcome Frank Zappa? Frank, prove you're here to say something, for crying out loud. We could pull such a fraud here. We can have Izzy Itzkowitz up there and say it's Frank Zappa, and he won't say anything. Welcome, Frank.
Why, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. Looking forward to having you on the show because you're funny, and you have a great wit. Do you take yourself seriously?
No.
I was afraid of that. One-word answer. What's your favorite color? What's your sign? What's your favorite city? What's the capital of Utah? You don't seem to take much else seriously. In fact, I don't know. I find that there's a lot of anger in your work too.
No, you're entirely wrong.
I am? I may well be.
No.
But we're getting somewhere because there's 8-word sentences. Lukša Obradović is a new album. Very unique in format. Extremely unique in format. Can you describe what the format is?
Yeah, we have a unique format for Joe Garage.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Unique. There's a unique thing about it.
One of the things that's unique about it is that it was originally supposed to be a 3-record set, and because economics are what they are today, we cut it into 2 parts. So Act 1 is available now, and Acts 2 and 3 come out November the 1st.
You devil.
That's unique.
You devil. It's like keeping the people addicted.
Well, it's better than making them pay a lot of money for 3 records all in one whack. This way they can hear the first one. If they don't like the first one, they won't be interested in the other 2.
What do you mean economic? You mean the downturn and the problem in the record business?
We call it the economic slump.
Yeah. But the record business, it seemed, had hitherto been immune to that. And, of course, this is not the underlying theme of Joe's Garage. This is pretty hard-hitting in its way. I followed... I thought quite carefully. I tried to get into it. I closed my eyes, and you're a paradox. Complicated. Your music is sometimes so complicated. You're a real great musician, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Shall I tell them the story of Joe's Garage so the ones who don't know about it can follow what we're talking
about? Yes, I'm sure most don't know it. It's really just that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been out about 10 days.
Yeah.
All right, Joe's Garage is based on the idea that I don't know whether this is still current because I haven't been in high school for a long time. But when I was in school, they used to send the narcs to the school to get a little lecture. The guy would show you a little tray that had all these pills in it, and he would say, if you take these, it leads to this, and he holds up a marijuana cigarette. And if you smoke this, it leads to that, and he shows you a needle, and then they show you a movie. all supposed to convince you that doing all these things is going to totally corrupt you. And Joe's Garage, the main character, the continuing character, is this guy called the Central Scrutinizer. And he's kind of like the narc that comes to your school, except that what he's saying is that if you get involved in music, then that's going to ruin you. And instead of showing you a film, he tells you the story of Joe's Garage.